My deceased wife's necklace was all I had left of her. When it went missing, my daughter admitted. Imagine losing the love of your life and, 3 years later, discovering a hidden secret she left behind. Not only did it expose a shocking betrayal by your own family, but it was the key to finally setting yourself free. I'm talking about a betrayal so cold, it made my blood run icy, and a secret that changed everything. It started like any other morning, 3 years after Eleanor, my late wife, had passed. I stood in my bedroom, staring at the empty velvet box, my hands trembling. The cream satin lining mocked me, holding nothing but the ghostly imprint of what should have been there. Eleanor's necklace. That delicate gold chain, the heart locket she'd worn every single day for 40 years. Gone. Just gone. Downstairs, the house was a symphony of chaos. Jennifer, my daughter, barking orders about breakfast. Michael, her husband, booming laughter from the living room, a sports announcer yelling underneath. Amber, my granddaughter, complaining loudly on her phone about being stuck here, about Phoenix being boring, desperate to get back to California. Today was Eleanor's birthday, and I had planned to spend the morning alone with that necklace, the last tangible piece of her I had left, the only thing that still felt warm, somehow. Instead, I faced this hollow box and the unrelenting noise of my family, treating my home like their personal hotel. Panic began to coil in my gut. I pulled the drawer out completely, socks flying onto the bed. Nothing. I got on my knees, checked under the dresser, just dust and an old receipt. My chest tightened, a familiar knot of dread. I moved to the closet, patting down coat pockets, checking shoe boxes on the shelf. My breath hitched. The bathroom next. I yanked open the medicine cabinet, pulled out the drawers under the sink, Q-tips scattering across the tile floor. Where was it? Where was it? I checked impossible places I'd already searched twice. The nightstand drawer. Behind the headboard. Under the mattress. My hands were shaking harder now, that steady tremor of panic I hadn't felt since the hospital. Since those last hours with Eleanor, when nothing I did could stop what was coming. 42 years of marriage, and that necklace was all I'd kept. Her clothes donated, her books given to the library, her garden tools rusting in the shed because I couldn't bear to use them. But the necklace? I'd kept that, safe in its box. Untouched. Except on days like today, when I needed to remember her face. I walked downstairs, each step deliberate, the silence inside me a stark contrast to the noise around me. In the living room, Michael was sprawled across my couch, feet propped up on my armrest, a bag of chips balanced on his chest. He didn't even look up. I stepped over Amber's shopping bags near the stairs, navigated around the coffee table that was shoved 3 feet out of place. Jennifer stood at the kitchen counter, phone in one hand, knife in the other, chopping vegetables with aggressive precision. Thunk, 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 Jennifer, I said, trying to keep my voice even. Have you seen I'm busy, Dad? She didn't look up. It's important. Eleanor's necklace is check your room. You probably forgot where you put it. The knife kept hitting the cutting board. Asterisk thunk. Thunk, asterisk, I did check my room, I insisted, my throat tight. I've checked everywhere. The necklace is gone. She sighed. That particular exhale she'd perfected over the past 2 years since they'd moved in. The one that screamed, you are an inconvenience, a burden I've graciously agreed to shoulder. No one wants your old stuff, Dad. It was your mother's. My throat felt like it was closing up. The only thing I kept. Watch the full story on my channel, link below. You won't believe what happened next.